Dubé motoring in, drops it off, Scarbosa shoots, and scores! Bring on the sweet, cuddly mayhem!
Is that not the coolest thing on earth? But why on earth is this tiny town in Pennsylvania doing this? What's the point of all these fans throwing their stuff out on the ice? And what happens after all these things get tossed out there? And how did a world record come about as the result from a little not so friendly competition? Let's find out. This is Hershey, Pennsylvania, and yes, that Hershey, as in the candy company. Referenced as the sweetest place on earth, Hershey, Pennsylvania is perfectly positioned between the horse-drawn rural nothingness of Amish country and the outskirts of bustling Philadelphia. But for the past 11 years, the city of Hershey and its AHL hockey team is also the host of one of the coolest, heartwarming, and record-breaking traditions in not only hockey, but all of sports. Hershey is named for the chocolatier businessman and philanthropist Milton S. Hershey, who founded his famous company in 1905, bringing much-needed economic growth to the rural region. Just 1 year later, Milton opened Hershey Park, originally as a relaxing picnic and boating spot for his increasing number of employees. It would grow into what is today one of the most well-known amusement parks in the world. It's pretty cool, even the lampposts are Hershey Kisses. Today, Hershey, Pennsylvania is home to a seemingly endless list of things that carry on Milton's namesake, including the Hotel Hershey, Hershey Country Club, the Hershey Chocolate Company, the Milton S. Hershey Medical Center, and the Milton Hershey School. And despite all this, your mom still owns the Hershey Highway. Chocolate pays a lot of bills around here, and there's enough people for an AHL team, the Hershey Bears, who have been here since 1938. In 2002, the Hershey Bears hockey team would move into the newly constructed Giant Center. That's named after the supermarket. Hershey isn't that literal, and just like your girlfriend said, it's not that big. Designed by the firm Populous, who is responsible for other famous stadiums like the new Yankee Stadium and most recently the Vegas Sphere, the Giant Center replaced the ancient Hershey Park Arena, which originally opened in 1936. That building saw the Bears win 8 Calder Cups and was a massive success. When prepping for the move to the nearly finished Giant Center in 2001, the Hershey Bears joined in on a spreading trend. A bear toss, originally conceptualized by a marketing director for a Canadian hockey team, the Kamloops Blazers, in 1993, the idea was to have fans bring stuffed animals to the game, and when the home team scores their first goal, all attendees would throw their plush participants onto the ice to be collected for local children's hospitals, charities, and nursing homes. This was seen as one of the more attention-grabbing events you see from a minor league hockey team, because attendance and fan loyalty pales in comparison to their major league affiliates. Many small market and minor league teams embrace the bear toss as one of the gimmicks to keep fans coming back year after year, while still providing a taste of comfort to those in their communities when they may need it most. In 2015, 14 years after the tradition spread to Hershey, the Calgary Hitmen set the world record collection for a bear toss with an impressive 28,815 plushie collection. However, this did not go unnoticed. The Hitmen played in the Scotiabank Saddledome, a facility notably shared with the Calgary Flames and then AHL team, the Adirondack Flames. Meaning the Hershey Bears would have a tradition in which a rival team secured the world record and not them. They literally stole their fire, or figuratively. Therefore, this led to a major marketing push for the event in Hershey. This would all prove a success when just 2 years later, in 2017, the Hershey Bears team collected 25,017 animals, which did not break the record, but did bring a lot of media attention. Soon, rich Pennsylvania-based philanthropists and businesses would pledge to match the amount of bears thrown in cash donations, furthering media publicity, turnout, and a feeling that a tradition that the city embraced just 13 years earlier could land them in the Guinness World Record book. And 1 year later, they did just that. During their 2018 toss, the Hershey Bears organization managed to collect 34,798 animals, breaking the stadium record, AHL record, and world record by nearly 5,000 bears. Since then, the town of Hershey has taken this record personally, collecting 45,000 the next year, which delayed the game for well over 40 minutes. And after a 2-year COVID break, the public and the brands that backed them were ready to make the record a bear market forever. Oh, you think they were done? And just a few days ago, in 2024, the Bears did something not even their fans thought was possible. But before they can toss the stuffed animals on the ice, the home team has to score.
Here at Dubé. Down the right wing. Dubé motoring in. Drops. Oscar Mosley shoots. It scores! Bring on the sweet cuddly mayhem!
Friend of the channel, Nick Kovac, was in attendance and kindly supplied his footage of the event in which the Hershey Bears collected 102,343 stuffed animals. Over 70,000 more than the Calgary Hitmen had collected a decade ago. Man, they took the Hitmen out. One thing Nick noticed at the game is that the nets protecting the fans from stray pucks at either end of the goals above the glass created a major bottleneck, and unless the people on the upper deck of the stadium were capable of throwing absolute piss missiles, getting them over the net would need about 3 throws to actually get them on the ice. 1 toss down at the lower level seats, 2 to get them away from the area the net's covered, and then 1 final throw to get over the glass onto the ice, meaning at one point, all 100,000 stuffed animals would have to be thrown onto the ice by just the first 2 or 3 rows of seats in the crowd. Children at glass level were quickly completely covered in the barrage of flying toys. Even the adults had trouble with this process. This was to be expected, but not even the team could have expected to break their own record in such dramatic turnout. Giant arena staff and volunteers were on ice ready to immediately begin collecting the animals as soon as the players had had their fun. Believe it or not, there are 2 grown men and a mascot in this pile. After over an hour, the animals are carted on to the storage area where they are counted and distributed to local charities, including the Autism Society of Greater Harrisburg area, Palmyra Lions Club, Gigi's Playhouse Lancaster, and over 30 other charities. Bears center Mike Scarbassa has been with the team for 7 years, and he was lucky enough to score the cuddly mayhem producing goal this year. The first time he was able to share it with his young kids. The idea of giving a stuffed animal to a child in a hospital may seem trivial, but you never know when a gift can make an impression on someone, especially a child, that even though they could be experiencing pain, loss, or even homelessness, that there is joy in life. And here are better times ahead, if you keep your chin up. If you ever have a chance to make it to Hershey, PA in early January, and you have the opportunity to attend this event, I hope you do. And even though it didn't start here, a tradition like this is one you just don't toss away.